Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of UA Eats. I'm UA, and today we're in New York City eating at the oldest steakhouse in the whole US. Now, some of you may be saying that the oldest steakhouse in the US is Delmonico Steakhouse, and you have a fair point. However, Old Homestead Steakhouse is undisputed the oldest continuously operating steakhouse in the whole US, and in my opinion, that counts as the oldest. Anyways, I'm hungry, I can't wait to eat. We've eaten at all sorts of old and legendary steakhouses here in New York, including Peter Luger and Keen's and Gallaghers, so let's go check it out. Alright guys, we're seated at the Old Homestead Steakhouse. We got a nice seat by the entrance, and it's really well lit, and it's a pretty nice atmosphere. Although I got roasted a little bit for the Eagles hat here in New York, so let's take this off for now. Not that I'm ashamed, but I don't want to get jumped or anything. Anyways, let's look at the menu. So I've been meaning to try this place for a while now. Everything looks good. That onion soup looks good. Unfortunately, I'm allergic to shellfish, but rock shrimp tempura, oh, even someone allergic like me, that sounds great. Fun fact, apparently the Old Homestead Steakhouse was the first steakhouse in the whole US to sell Japanese Wagyu beef, so they were really a pioneer there. Unfortunately, those prices are a little bit out of my price range, so maybe we'll do that someday when the channel gets bigger. Now, in terms of steaks, everything looks really good, although prices are quite high. Sirloin steak au pavois. I'm not usually big on French food, but that even sounds good to me. Filet mignon wrapped in applewood smoked bacon. Filet mignon is tender, but doesn't really have much flavor on its own, so wrapping it in bacon is a pro move there. Oh man, that rib steak is just calling my name. Ribeye steak on the bone. As good as ribeye steak is kind of like easy mode steak. It's a very flavorful and fatty cut, so it's pretty easy to do well even at home. So let's go with their center cut sirloin. They're advertising it as their finest center cut sirloin, seasoned with a special blend of herbs and spices. It's like the Colonel Sanders of steak. 11 herbs and spices. Original recipe or extra crispy? Anyways, all joking aside, let's get the center cut sirloin. So, mask off and let's order. Actually, I decided to also get one more thing. I'm gonna try the Kobe burger. I really like getting burgers at steakhouses. They really do burgers well, especially because oftentimes they use leftover scraps from the steak in the burgers, and that makes them taste really smoky and great. While filet mignon burger and prime steakhouse burger both sound good, I gotta go with the 20-ounce Kobe burger. It's humongous, but I gotta do it. So let's also get the 20-ounce Kobe burger. The waiter tried to talk me out of it. He said it's way too much food. Well, the things I do for this channel. Alright guys, we got our center cut sirloin. It just arrived. Hopefully it was worth the wait. Because I gotta say, this center cut sirloin is looking pretty good. It's got some nice grill marks on it. I usually prefer steak cooked on more of a flat surface because I like that flat surface crust. But these grill marks look pretty good. So I'm excited to give this a try. Before we eat the steak though, let's try the complimentary bread. So I gotta say, the butter tastes really nice. I'm pretty sure this is cultured butter, and most of these nice steakhouses are using cultured butter, and you can really taste it because it just tastes more buttery, more creamy, more rich. I gotta say though, the roll itself is a little bit too thick for my taste. As you can see, it's not very fluffy. It's a little bit dense. It kind of reminds me more of Chinese buns than Western fluffy bread buns, but I guess it serves its purpose to pair with the cultured butter, though they also have one of these interesting multi-seeded pieces of bread. So let's give this a try. Just shove some butter on top. Well, to be honest, I was excited for this because of all the seeds, but I think I even like this one more than this one. This one really is quite hard. I mean, just look, I'm squeezing as hard as I can, but as you can see, it's really quite hard, and you know, it's not really that fluffy, so not my favorite. But enough bread. It is time to review the steak. All right, first bite of the famous center cut sirloin. All right, second bite. Oh, wow. Very good. Very good. Very good service here, by the way. The wait time was a little bit long, but the food is great. I just gotta say, guys, this food is just absolutely excellent. I kind of had some doubts at first because my favorite cuts are like ribeye steak, New York strip, porterhouse. So sirloin, even center cut sirloin, it's still a good cut, but it's not one of my favorite cuts. But somehow, guys, they're just bringing out the natural flavor of this beef. You can just tell that this is good quality beef. It tastes great, and not just in a fatty way. It has great beefy flavor. What's amazing about this steak is it's so juicy, it's so tender. It's almost like I'm eating like a filet mignon, how tender it is. It's center cut sirloin. It's not gonna be like ribeye steak, but what can I say? This is just great meat, really well aged meat. Outstanding. And I gotta say something else about this steak. The seasoning that they're using, the herbs and spices, just like KFC, it must be under lock and key. It must be like a family protected recipe. Whatever they're coating this steak in, it really works. It's not just salt and pepper and butter. I'm not really sure what's in it. I'm kind of detecting garlic powder, some other savory flavors, maybe adobo even, but what it's doing is it's making this steak even more savory. It's really amplifying the natural beefy flavor of the sirloin cut. Now, center cut sirloin is already one of the better cuts of beef. It may not be filet mignon or ribeye in terms of being extremely tender or extremely fatty, but sirloin steak is kind of in the middle. It's not like brisket or flank steak. It's more in the middle of the animal. So because of that, it doesn't do quite that much work. So that helps it get tender from not doing too much work. And center cut sirloin, sometimes called top sirloin, is just the most in the middle, the closest to the tenderloin, the best part of the sirloin. What they've done is bring out the best of this steak. Just look at it. Beautifully pink, just so juicy and tender. Just dip it in these herbs and spices. And what's not to like? Less chat, more snack. Wow, guys, I'm not sure what it is about this. I mean, I've been able to knock out plenty of pretty large steaks before, including these big ribeye steaks. I don't know, maybe I'm just not that hungry today. My guess is it's a seasoning or perhaps a sauce that they've added to the steak to kind of give it more calories, which is kind of filling me up, but I'm kind of done, to be honest. Don't get the wrong idea. It tasted great, and I really, really wanted this to be part of the Clean Plate Club, but I knocked out as much as I could. Oh, and look at that. This is the Kobe burger.
This is Kobe burger.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Look at that timing. And our humongous Kobe burger just arrived. I had all this hubris thinking that I could eat both, but I couldn't even finish the steak. But I think I have just enough left to try the burger. So let's give it a try. Now, I'm glad I got the burger because I really, really wanted to show you guys this. And what's cool about the burger is it's supposed to be engraved with Old Homestead on it, but it looks like the H got cut off. And these fries it comes with look pretty good too. Unfortunately, guys, I am just completely out of gas. I really don't have much room after that steak, but we'll take one bite just so I can let you guys know how it tastes. Let me just show you guys. Just look at how huge this burger is. It's like half the size of my head. But for science, let's take a bite. Not bad. So they called this the Kobe burger. To be honest, it's not Kobe beef. It's actually American Wagyu beef. I actually checked with the restaurant and they confirmed that for me. So this is not real Kobe beef, unfortunately, but it's charred and cooked beautifully on the outside. Even if not Kobe beef, it is still American Wagyu beef. And just look, it is still incredibly juicy. And the bun, this is like some hearty brioche buttery bun. I don't know how many of you guys remember Fuddruckers, but the bun is just like the bread that they use at Fuddruckers, a chain that I have a lot of nostalgia for and that I really miss. Unfortunately, I'm just not going to be able to finish this. I think my eyes were too big for my stomach. But before we sign off, let's try the fries. The fries have nice flavor. I think they're fried in peanut oil or maybe even potentially pork lard, but they taste really good. In my opinion, they're a little bit too crispy. Just look at how evenly it broke in half like that. In my opinion, they're a little bit hard and a little bit overcooked, but they're good fries nonetheless, and this is gonna be a great lunch tomorrow. Anyways, guys, for the first time in UA Eats history, I have bitten off more than I could chew. My eyes were too big for my stomach, so we're gonna call it here. I hope you guys enjoyed coming with me on this journey as I went to the oldest steakhouse in the whole US, and I gotta say, guys, it lived up to the hype. Very, very good. You can kind of tell why this place has been around for more than 150 years, because they just know how to make steak, they know how to make good food in general, and they know how to treat people. The staff don't feel pretentious, they don't feel stuffy or snobby, and it feels like a welcoming place. And before we sign off, I just want to share one thing that I overheard from the staff. The staff were talking to one of the customers about Peter Luger, and they said, "We've been around since Peter Luger was playing with marbles." It made me smile and it made me laugh, so I just wanted to share that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you like my videos, make sure you like and subscribe. That way you stay up to date whenever I post another video. Until next time, I'll see you later.